Now, in this question, this is a question which gives us the best idea of using the mode. The answer to this one is the mode. Now, why would this be the case? Like, you're looking at the size of every dress sold in New South Wales is recorded. Which measure would be the best, most useful for a dress manufacturer? So if you're a dress manufacturer, think about it. You want to make the most of what is the most popular size. So again, outliers can affect it. It might not be, you're not going to take the mean because the mean size might not be the most popular. So you're looking at which dress gets sold the most. And if a size 12 gets sold the most, you're going to make more size 12s because that gets sold the most. So you're going to look at the mode. That's going to be the most important in this situation. That's the best measure of central tendency. That's the best average in this case to take. So you've got to be wary of what situation we're given and whether the mode, the median, or the mean is the best average. So in this example, a student wants to measure the measure of central tendency. So wants to show what's the best average, what's the average he could say. From those scores, if you look at it, like he's got two scores that are reasonably high and the others are all in the 50s. So you'd generally be expecting, okay, the best average is something in the 50s because 6 out of the 8 scores are in the 50s. These two are sort of outlying and dragging that mean. So you can see when I've calculated the mean, it's 65 is the mean. Now, depends on what you're looking at. If a student wants to make himself look good, hey, go for the mean because he looks pretty good because it's a 65 mean there, or the average score is 65, but it's not a true reflection. Really, he should be looking at either the median or the mode. I'd probably say the medians are more reflective in this situation, only because it's not going to change with any other higher scores. Like no matter what these ones are, dragging the mean up or dragging the mean down, or lower scores dragging the mean down, it's going to be more representative. So the median's probably the best one to use. The mode's okay because again it's pretty close to the median, the middle of what most of the scores are. But again, if you're looking for a good reason to actually bump up your scores, which is a bit dodgy, but the mean would be the best one to do in that situation. And in this case, like if we look at this situation, a test is given mean of 60. Does that mean there's many scores over 60 as there were below 60? No, it doesn't. If you're looking at a mean, if you're looking at a median of 60, yes, there'd be the same amount of scores above 60 and below 60. But in this case, not necessarily. There may be outliers that inflate the mean, as we saw in the last question. So then there might be more scores under 60, there might be more scores over 60. We don't know. So we can't really say there's going to be the same amount. There could be the same amount of scores. They could all be 60 as well. So they could all be on 60. So that would give us a mean of 60. So we can't say for certain. So we can't say that it will for sure. So keep that in mind in those reasons why we could give an answer of not necessarily.